Hi, it's Nikki.
Hey guys, it's Jennifer.
It's Queens of the Ring.
Wrestling, and not that we don't ever mention them, but we actually have an opinion. We actually are intelligent. We're not marks, and we know what we're talking about. So if you hear that it's a woman's opinion, don't think that it's just Finn Balor's abs.
Or what's in his pants.
But let's be real. He knows what he's doing.
And we all see it. So I kind of feel like Marty is the guy version of me. I mean, like, does that make me the villainess?
He's like your male doppelganger.
He is.
It's like a cosplay.
It's a cosplay, but like in real life.
It really is. Do you have a black umbrella? You do.
I do.
You do. Honestly, over the last few months, I can say that at this point, most wrestling fans want to be Cody Rhodes when they grow up. I do.
I know I do.
I mean, he's a self-made man. He doesn't take no for an answer. He handles his shit and he has a hot wife. And yeah, and he has like
what? And lots of money.
Yeah, and like 3 belts right now, right? 2, 3. Yeah.
And cute dogs.
And cute dog. Pharaoh. So, I mean, Cody's living his best life without WWE. Yeah, who knew?
That's iconic.
It's iconic. Cody is goals.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
So, we're back.
Yeah, with a new sound that you'll hopefully already heard with our intro.
Yes.
And yeah, and hopefully the sound quality is better. Nikki's been working hard to improve our sound quality.
Nikki's been busy.
He has been busy. Nikki's been very busy.
I have. Very, very busy.
I've been busy too, guys. I have dog problems. I always have dog problems, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear that? Dog problems.
Speaking of.
Yeah. It's literally the first time he's barked in probably over a week. Swag has to have back surgery on Monday. He sounds better than he really is. He's been in pain for like a whole week, and he's on like codeine and all this stuff, so he's feeling pretty good right now. But yeah, he has to have a disc surgery on Monday, and I'm really, really scared. So
send out your good vibes.
So he thinks, he thinks he's fine. Yeah. But send out your good vibes and prayers, because it's probably going to be Monday, and I'm a scared mom. Very scared mom.
She is. She's a scared mom, guys.
I am. So while I've been busy nursing a dog, Nikki's been busy.
Nursing the podcast.
Yeah. Nursing it.
Like a baby. That's awkward.
That did sound kind of awkward.
That was a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit weird. So I watched Smackdown for the first time since SummerSlam.
I watched all of Smackdown. I watched a little bit here and there of Raw, but I did watch the entirety of Smackdown this week. And I have to say, I was disappointed.
Really?
Yeah. I loved the Evolution segment, which we'll talk about in a minute. I love that. I hated how they used Edge.
Okay, I loved the Becky and Edge thing.
Oh, no, I didn't. And I'm trying to think what other nostalgic...
Maybe because I just liked it.
I'm trying to think... Oh, yeah, but I just didn't like how they used Edge in it. But I'm thinking, like, nostalgia-wise, we'll get into it. We'll start at the beginning. We'll get into the things I didn't like about it. But it opened, to me, very stupid. I did not think it was funny or cute or anything. A lot of people liked it, but to me, I was just sitting there like, really? Like, that's how you're going to
I just liked Carmella. That was about it.
Yeah.
And Shane. Shane was back.
Shane. Yeah, it's always good to see Shane. If he wants to dance with Carmella, it's hot, so go right ahead. But
you know what? That was the only two high spots of that whole segment.
Yeah. So it opened with Carmella and R-Truth having, what is their show called? Truth TV? Truth TV?
Truth TV, yes.
Truth TV. And they bring out first Stephanie, and then they bring out Shane, and then they bring out Vince. And when Vince gets to the ring, like they just all start dancing. Vince is like, I don't remember what Vince said, but something to the event of, "I just want to dance."
No, it's because they have on Truth TV. They're always like, when they have nothing to talk about, they're like, dance break.
Yeah. So Vince called for the dance break though, and they all were like dancing, and it was dumb except for I did like Carmella and Shane dancing together. Other than that, to me, it was a total waste of an opening of a show.
I support that part.
I didn't like it, but the Carmella Shane part was funny. But
that's the only thing I support in the whole entire
first segment. To me, another part that I didn't like was they showed like a backstage thing where they showed Paige with Teddy Long and Vicky and John Laurinaitis. And it was just like this little backstage thing while they were talking about something else. You couldn't even hear what they were saying. And I was like, you know what? That would have been a good in-ring segment to have if they were going to have talking segments. That to me would have been better to have had in the ring than have like this little like flash of it backstage.
Yeah, exactly. Like instead of doing the whole Truth TV like with the McMahons, they could have just did Truth TV with the general managers.
Yeah, and then they could have brought out the McMahons at some point.
Because Stephanie was a general manager at one point.
She was, and Shane is now. So technically,
Shane's the commissioner. But
yeah, something like that.
Same difference.
He's never there, so who cares? But unfortunately, I wanted to be there. Getting closer to WrestleMania, I'm sure he'll be there.
I know.
But the other thing I didn't like was the end, because they always have to have Taker come out, which is great. We talked about last week about how I'm getting kind of tired of like the old guys having to wrestle and stuff, which I still am. But they had Taker come out. There's always this big theatrical, as we expect, entrance of the Taker. He gets out in the ring and he says, "DX, I have 3 words for you, rest in peace," and literally walks out of the ring. And I'm like, really?
They didn't. What I hated was they didn't even let Ray celebrate.
That too.
Like Ray just beat Shinsuke, and like that was a good match too. And they did Ray got nothing.
And at first I thought, is he gonna look at Ray? Like, is there something gonna happen between him and Ray? And then I looked at the ring again. I was like, oh no, they made Ray get out of the ring. Like, it was done.
Yeah, they're like, get out, Ray.
So that confused me too. I was like, is they gonna do something with him? I hate when they do that though, when one segment starts while another person is still in the ring and they're no way related, but you kind of think for a minute, oh, are they related? And 9 times out of 10 they're not related. I don't like that. Like, do that switching off camera. Like, it doesn't even do it off camera. Like, that annoys me.
Like, do it.
Yeah, unless it's somehow relevant and related to each other, don't do it because it's very confusing. I don't like it. But I did like...
Exactly. It's like...
Go ahead. I did like Evolution, though.
That was good.
I'm so excited for Triple H and Batista.
It better be leading to something. It better. If this is like...
Well, see, the reason I think it definitely is, other than I thought it at the time, is that in the little updates the WWE app sends, it specifically mentioned that. It sent an update specifically about that. And I was like, okay, they're making a point to point this out. So, but I just want to say, like, before Batista left, Batista and Triple H's feud, I loved it. Like, that was, like, I loved it. I loved Batista back then, too. I loved Triple H, but I loved Batista back then. And their feud was so good. And so, like, I'm really excited. I'm so excited. And I was glad that they were in a place in DC, Batista's home, where he actually got treated good. And then he got to say all that stuff and be heard instead of being, like, booed and treated like shit. And so now people are like, oh, yeah, Batista, this would be really cool. And I'm like, where were you when he was here a couple years ago and you were booing him and treating him like shit? Like, Batista's a cool guy.
Well, they booked him to be booed and treated like shit. That's the bad part, is because they were like, oh, we're going to put Batista in the match with Randy Orton, not Daniel Bryan. So they kind of set him up for failure.
They did, I guess. But, like, even Batista, like, said in interviews after he left, he was like, I was really surprised and really, like, he didn't say offended or hurt, but basically to that effect, kind of hurt that he got that kind of reception while he was back.
Well, yeah, and I think it just all comes down to like at the time it was all about Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Literally all about Daniel Bryan, and people were like, the bad part was like WWE kind of put themselves in that corner is because they were like Orton, Batista, and nobody wanted that. Like nobody wanted that.
That's a good point.
So they kind of brought that on themselves.
That's a good point.
And Batista was just the unwilling bystander kind of a thing.
Oh,
Sadly.
I'm glad he's getting a second time around because I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And like
now look, like Daniel Bryan got his chance, and now like everybody loves Batista.
That's true. I think it helped too that he just really did a good job in the ring. Like, he was like playing it up with Ric Flair and stuff. They were all having such a good time though. Even Randy was having a good time, and like the backstage pictures, they were all like getting along and stuff. It's good to see wrestlers actually get along.
Be happy.
They were genuinely happy to be out there together, and they all were genuinely getting along. And it was nice because sometimes, you see them out there and they really secretly hate each other majority of the time, but they're out there, and I'm not the big Shield fan anymore, but they all genuinely like each other, like it's nice when they all genuinely like each other instead of they're just having to work together and they can't stand each other,
Yeah. And the thing is, like, you can kind of tell, like, even when WWE tries to book it as like, oh, they all love each other, and they're like, I fucking hate this person. Like, you can tell.
Yeah. It's like in the little moments that they're not expecting to be caught on camera doing.
Yeah. Like, and they're just like, I fucking hate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like keeping the distance or whatever when like you see like the Shield having a match, like Seth and Dean or Dean and Roman or whoever have like, these little side moments or like saying stuff to each other or like hugging each other or something like that. It's completely different.
Or even Sheamus and Cesaro, same thing.
That's true. That's true. Them too.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
And I really feel like Drew and Dolph are really getting along really well too. They seem to have that kind of vibe.
They got along before as well. So I mean, like when Drew was there before he was let go. So
that's true.
I mean, that's always a plus.
Yeah, because it shows.
Speaking of the bar, we have new tag team champions.
Yes, I was so shocked, but I was so happy.
And the Big Show, obviously, to commemorate SmackDown 1000, had his 1000th heel turn.
Yeah, it was very random.
Because that man turns heel and face so many times.
It does. The mirror has two faces. Yeah. Big Show's mirror has two faces.
Yeah. Literally.
Literally. All the time. But I will say, I think it's interesting that they are putting the titles on them because there's all this stuff going around about how is it Fox that's getting SmackDown? It's Fox, right?
Yes.
How they are saying they want it to be more sports centric instead of like funny, entertaining centric, and I feel like that's kind of indicative of how things might change if they go along with that, because you have the New Day, which is all about being funny, and they're not that they're bad wrestlers, but like the majority of it is shtick and being silly, and like with the Bar, they're really good wrestlers and they act like wrestlers, you know what I mean? Like it's not like silly, like corny, whatever. They have the Bar thing, whatever, but like well, I think that's a really, really good idea. I really hope they do that with SmackDown.
And the nice thing is like they can kind of do both. That's kind of the nice thing.
Yeah.
No, I mean the Bar too. Oh, I mean I feel like they don't even get to show it, but they can do both fairly well.
That's true. On social media, they can be really funny. Yeah.
I think honestly what Fox is looking for is they want a product like New Japan.
Right.
I think they're trying to make SmackDown like New Japan, which please do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and while you're at it, take Seth and Dean and Finn over there.
But they're already talking about maybe merging the rosters, which I don't want. Which is
a terrible idea.
I don't want that. I want the people that are on SmackDown to be, like they said, like more sports centric and not all this stupid stuff, extra stuff. And I don't want it to be people going in and out that have a stupid storyline on Raw and then they come to SmackDown and have to carry over their stupid shit. Like, I don't want that. Like, keep them separate. Like, let SmackDown be the
and I don't want
one.
5 hours. I don't want 5 hours of Roman every week.
Well, that too.
And no. Like, I'm sorry, no.
That's true.
I can't.
No. And Ronda Rousey too, don't forget that.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
I
can't even do 5 minutes.
I wonder if they do, if all this does go through, if Fox will insist on wanting to have Ronda on SmackDown.
I don't know.
Because they feel like she would draw a bigger audience.
I don't know. Because here's the thing is, I feel like Becky's more over than Ronda.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They wouldn't get rid of Becky. But I wonder from, like, a business corporate standpoint, if they're like, oh, Ronda Rousey,
But here's the thing is, I feel like if you bring Ronda over, that's just going to destroy Becky.
Yeah. That's a mess.
Or it's going to destroy Ronda, because then everybody's going to be like, fuck Ronda, we love Becky.
Yeah, that's true.
Look what happened to Charlotte.
Fuck Ronda at this point. And I've never liked her, but like this, the bullshit that they've, whether she wrote it, whether the Bellas knew about it, whether whatever, I was having this discussion with somebody on Twitter the other day about this. Like, it basically, if we didn't talk, this happened this past week or the week before, whenever it was. Ronda was like, okay, Ronda was cutting a promo in the ring, and you said you thought she was terrible at it. I didn't think she was terrible. She wasn't good. I didn't think
fucking horrible.
I didn't think she was awful, but I didn't think she was good either. But she's cutting this promo.
You know what? Here's my advice to her. Go to promo class. Go to NXT for like 2 years and get yourself some new gear, because your nipples, either they're very low or you put some makeup or some pasties over them to hide them, because that is dangerously low. And if you get a wardrobe malfunction, I hope you're fined 6 figures like everybody else is.
It is pretty low. I don't like her gear anyway, so. But like, she was in the ring, and the Bellas were on, up by the entrance ramp, and she was slut shaming them basically. And supposedly the Bellas knew what was being said. I hope they knew what was going to be said, because she slut shamed both of them, Nikki more than Brie. But she included Brie in the, if you went for sleeping with your men, you wouldn't have gotten anywhere. And that, to me, it was bad enough to say that about Nikki, but to say that about Brie, like, Brie and Daniel Bryan, that's just,
they've been married for 4.5 years. Like, really?
But they have a kid, and like, there are these, not that Nikki's not a good person, but like these really good, like, nice people. And like, you're going to say something like that, and then she continued on with Nikki, and because Nikki kept saying, we broke down barriers and doors and all this stuff. And she's like, the only door you broke down was the door to John Cena's bedroom. And he got tired of you. He kicked you right back out that door. And that, to me, it just made me so angry. Like, I get that yeah. Go ahead.
It's like when she said that part, when the part where like Cena kicked her out and all that, you can tell Nikki, like, that wasn't like she knew about that part.
It was either
she literally was like,
I think she may have known that they would have been discussed, but I don't think she knew how it was going to be said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that was really bad. And the thing about it for me is, with the women, like, you want women to have all these opportunities and all these things, but you're not giving them storylines that you would give to men. Like, men wouldn't be out there, oh, well, you fuck this person, or, oh, you probably fuck somebody in the back, or you might have fucked Stephanie McMahon, or, they don't do that shit. They have, like, real legitimate storylines that don't revolve around sleeping with somebody or weight, because remember the whole Nia Alexa thing? It was all about bullying her about her weight and saying she was too big and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not, maybe it does generate heat, maybe it does cause people to pay attention, but that's not a storyline you would give to men. Like, you don't have, even though we had Strowman make that little comment about KO a while back about him being bigger or whatever, like, you didn't have Strowman out there every week like Alexa was with Nia talking about, KO's stomach and KO being fat, and, because you wouldn't give that to a man to do that. And so, to me, just slut shaming is just another stupid cop-out thing to use for a woman's match. Like, they could come up with something else. They could come up with a legitimate thing. Like, here Ronda's coming in, and Ronda's this tough bitch, and she thinks she knows everything, and she doesn't know anything about wrestling. And it's like, oh, Nikki, all you care about is, claiming your legacy when I'm going to make a bigger legacy. Whatever. Like, you could come up with something without saying, oh, you slept your way to the top, and you wouldn't be anywhere without your boyfriend that kicked you out of his bedroom. Like, no. Like, that's like regressing it back to when women were treated like sluts on wrestling all the time. Like, it's just...
Yeah. And you know what? Like, here's what I have to say is, does she think she's the only one who shouldn't be? Like, what if it was turned? Like, what if the tables were turned and Nikki was saying it to her? Like, she wouldn't like that. Wouldn't.
And we don't know who orchestrated this. It may have been Vince that was like, hey, I want you to go out there and say, we don't know. But I just
apparently she wrote it. And they're very proud of it.
Well, I mean, if they wanted to look like a bitch, it worked. And another thing I don't like...
Yeah, and everybody...
Go ahead. I'm so fired up about this. I'm sorry.
Everybody I've seen online, like, all of the women that I've seen are like, no, fuck that. But all of the men I see are like, oh, that was such a good promo.
And that was what I was about to say. Like, they say that shit to get a oh reaction out of the crowd. Who are they getting that oh reaction out of? Not women. They're getting men to be like, oh, like, you're a whore, you're a hoe, like, she called you out, you're a hoe. Like, that is to get the excitement factor from the men because they like to see cat fighting and they like to see slut shaming. Not all men, but men like that kind of shit. They like to be like, oh, yeah, you're a whore. Oh, she's a whore.
Disrespectful
men. And
disrespectful.
I'm a part of the fandom like everybody else, but not everybody, but a lot of the general wrestling male fans that go to WWE events are drunk, or they're just, a little bit on the disrespectful side, and then you put beer in them or whatever, and it's like, oh, that was great. Oh, she called her a whore. Like, we all know she's a whore, and like, it's just. But what's so funny?
Yeah, or they'll be like, we've been saying that. But
what's
for
so
years.
funny is if Nikki Bella looked at them once, she wouldn't be no whore. They'd die. She wouldn't be a whore. No, yeah,
they'd die.
They'd wife her up. Yeah, she wouldn't be a whore.
I'm sorry, but if any woman looked at them once.
But I just hate that they can't have. And Becky and Charlotte's is more of a legitimate feud. There's reasoning behind it, although it is getting kind of repetitive at this point, I have to say. But it's a more legitimate thing than this slut shaming, body shaming, everything that's been going on recently.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like Becky's is more relatable because it's like she was that friend who always was in second place. Like, it's like, oh, well, you're great, Becky, but Charlotte is amazing. So, I mean...
Yeah, it's like, you're kind of like the girl next door.
I would much rather have Becky than have freaking Ronda calling me a whore.
And that's more of a legitimate thing. Like, this other stuff. Like, and even, like, with the Alexa Trish thing, it's, oh, you're old. Like, you're an old woman.
And she did that to
you're
Nikki
an old
too.
woman.
Remember when she did that to Mickey and she said, oh, but you're a mom. Shouldn't you be at home asleep?
Like, yet again, like, maybe a guy might say that, but that wouldn't be, like, the whole reason for the feud. They're baking that the whole reason for the feud. Like, oh, you're coming in here, but you're old.
And literally, like, there are guys who are like, well, she is old. She looked younger back in the 90s. It's like, no shit, really? I'm sure you did too.
I don't know. I just feel like the people that are writing for these women need to get it together. Because these storylines are weak.
Like,
they're basic catty women shit.
Well, there's not a woman in the back
there
at
needs
all.
To be. I don't know.
Not a woman one. And they're like, this is so smart. We are so smart.
Whoever came up with the Becky Charlotte thing's smart. To some degree. I don't know who did it. They may have even come up with themselves. Smarter. Like, they may even come up with themselves. I don't know. But,
I mean, literally that's like, okay, that's smarter, but it's not. Like, literally anything is smarter compared to,
you're fat.
You're old. You're a slut.
Like
you're fat.
It's just... And I think part of it too is because these rivalries have basically come out of nowhere. So it's like this rivalry in particular. So it's like, oh, what's the quick reason we can come to why she doesn't like her? Oh, she's a whore. Like, and she's old. And she's old. Like,
she's an old whore.
It's just ridiculous. And she's fat. Like, it's just ridiculous.
She's an old fat whore.
It's ridiculous.
It's basically, literally, I think in the back, WWE's like, let's see, what should we say?
She's fat.
She's old. And she's fat. And she's a mom. She's a mom. Which, literally, I'm like, Mickey, you're like the same age and you're a mom too. So I don't know. Really, like, this is really hard.
And don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to the match, though. It'll be a good match.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the match, but this whole thing is just like, what the fuck?
But to get back on the Smackdown train, the Becky and Charlotte thing, I love Edge. I love Edge so much. I watched his last match. I was at the Mania where he hurt his neck and the next night he retired. Like, I love Edge. But to me, like, having them on the cutting edge was fine. But I guess because I'm just so used to this is what Becky's going to say. This is, it's just getting repetitive. Even though Edge was being nice. I don't like face Edge. I like heel Edge. And, he was out there being like, oh, well, Becky, you're going to regret this. And I'm like, where is heel Edge? Like, that's the Edge we all loved, was heel Edge. Like.
And this is what I don't understand. He's like, I'm alone. I'm like, you're not alone. You have Beth Phoenix for your wife, and Christian's still your best friend. Like, I don't understand where this I'm alone looking at my titles thing is. Like, you have children. Like, you have friends. You're an actor.
Like, you should be a hair model too.
Really? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
I was looking at his hair the other night. I was like, I want his hair. I almost tweeted that out. I was like totally jealous of Edge's hair.
Nice hair. Some nice hair. But I was just sitting there like, okay, one, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what the fuck?
I like heel
really?
Edge. I just love him.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, but then he's like, "You're gonna hate yourself, Becky. You're gonna hate yourself, and it's going to be so bad, and it's gonna be." And then, but here's the thing: Becky in that segment was
she
fire.
Did good. She did very good.
Oh, Becky was fire. Becky was the good part.
She delivered everything good.
Like her just sitting there going, "You're right. I don't like myself. I love myself." I'm like, yes, you tell him, Becky.
Can we just say she looked really hot?
And then when she's like,
totally trivial.
She did, and when she said, "Be careful getting out of the ring, or else she'll break your neck again," I was like,
well, see, I didn't like that. I get that it was to be heel and it was to be mean, and I get all of that, but like, I was just like, oh god, like I get it. Definitely, it had the payoff. It did what it was supposed to do. Like, it literally made me for a minute be like, that bitch, But
here's the thing: did it work for the crowd? Because they cheered even louder.
I would have booed her at that point.
She could go out and like kick Ric Flair in the face, and people would cheer. She could do it again.
But like, I mean, I get it. He totally did his job and totally worked, and there's nothing wrong with it, whatever. But when she said it, I was like, oh, like, do we have to say that?
You know what they were trying to do, right?
What?
They were trying to be like, you know what would get Becky booed? We're gonna have her be a bitch to Edge.
And it didn't work.
Well, guess what? Guess what? They cheered louder.
God. Yeah.
Like, at this point, I don't know what she could do to get booed.
I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't boo her.
I don't know who she would have to insult to get booed. Maybe Taker.
I'm sorry, but even if she insulted Ric Flair, I'd still like boo. I'd still cheer her. I'd be like, yes.
It's so hard for her. I don't know. She's just got that likability factor.
People said Austin.
That would be cool.
People said Austin.
I would be down for that.
Because they're calling her the female Austin at this point.
She's the anti-hero.
Either that or Austin would just look at her and smirk and be like, I like
They'd have
you.
a beer together.
I like you, kid. They would. They'd have a beer together.
Becky would totally,
He'd
Becky
be like,
would
so what do
totally
you
like
think about
pour it all
this?
over her face. Like she would totally do the whole Austin thing.
She would. She would.
You
And
would.
she'd look damn good doing it. She would. I, for one,
I
support
do.
this. I mean, literally, I don't know who she could insult.
Taker is the only thing that remotely comes to mind.
Austin might be, but even then,
it would probably be, oh, she can stand up to Taker. Like she's not afraid to Taker.
Yeah, it'd be like she's our champion
badass.
for life
She's
now.
Standing up to Taker. Yeah.
She's our queen for life. Literally, at that point, we just build our statue of her and just be like, "Well, she's in the Hall of Fame already." So
that's crazy. I don't know how that should be our next thing to try to figure out. How could you turn Becky heel? Like really get her over as a heel? I don't know. How do you make people boo her? I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just like, I love her. I can't boo her.
I don't know. And that's
like the Edge thing.
And it made me for a
hater.
split second. I was just like, oh, that was a bitchy thing to say. But then by the time the segment was over, I'm like, whatever.
You're like, wow, she looks good. She looks good. She sounds badass.
Yeah. I ordered some leather leggings that came from Fashion Nova that actually really fit really good. And they look really similar to that, but not exactly like it. But I want a pair like hers. I like them. I don't want hair like hers still. Mm-hmm.
Those are really cute. I love how we're just like, can we just be Becky? Can I just be Becky?
She's like the sexy girl next door that everybody loves.
Yeah, and then Charlotte comes out and everybody's like, "Oh, why do you gotta show up?"
Charlotte, though, she's got that. She could be a heel or a face. Like she's multifaceted, but it's hard with Becky.
Like, let me tell you though, that was the first thing I thought when I heard her music. I was like, "Why can't Becky just keep going? Like, why are you here?" Like, and I've never thought that about Charlotte, and that's like, sad. It's sad.
I don't know. We should be pondering that this week. Like, how could you make people not like Becky?
Well, and now they're discussing instead of having Charlotte versus Ronda, they're discussing having Becky versus Ronda because
I would like
look what's happening. So she's becoming the female Daniel
Ronda
Bryan.
Breaks arms, Becky breaks arms.
And Becky said she's gonna break her arm, and
I don't think Becky was ready at all.
No. Nope. I don't think so. I think Becky might legit try to murder her.
Good on
and I, for one, am here for it. Good for her. And you know what? I say all of the roster comes out and just jumps on Ronda right after it.
They might, if they decide to. I don't know. I just don't like Ronda. But anyway,
yeah, fuck Ronda.
Can I say though, I really liked during the show they would show pictures from past Smackdowns. Just about every single segment had at least one Eddie Guerrero picture, and it just made me so happy.
It did.
It's like, oh, Eddie.
Plus, they had the documentary too.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, go watch it on YouTube, guys, if you haven't watched it yet.
It's really good.
Eddie's I just love Eddie. I miss Eddie so much.
She does, guys.
I just love him.
You know what I was missing though? And I know this is really trivial and it really wouldn't have mattered if it was in or not, but I kind of wish it was there.
What?
I wish the Iconics had a segment.
That's true. I don't know who they would have had it with, but that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love them.
They kind of remind me of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern from is it Hamlet? Yeah, from Hamlet. Like they're just like the little like this. What do they call them? Like the ones that, like stand to the side and like make little comments about things. Like, they're just like these little people that just like float around and like talk about other people and like laugh and stuff. Like they could have done that throughout the whole show. Just like, oh, we're here laughing at this. We're like this. I'm too literary. I'm sorry. Anyway, they're just kind of like the little nosy, like up in everybody's business. I think it'd be really cute.
That would have been funny. Just have them like butt in on segments, be like, oh,
That's iconic.
interesting.
Or, oh, not iconic.
Not iconic. Like literally go up behind Charlotte. Not iconic.
I think it'd be really cute. Or like go up by Edge and be like, iconic. It would be really cute.
Oh my god, iconic. Where have you been?
That hair, iconic.
Like, they're like, hey, why don't you come around here more often? I'm married.
Oh,
not iconic.
Not iconic. Can I say that when Edge came out, it made me so sad that he didn't have any pyro.
I know, when he was like sitting there doing it, I was like, Edge.
And it was just like mentally in his mind, he was waiting for it.
Hey, honey, we're cutting costs.
It made me so sad. And then there was people on Twitter like, I know, me too. And then there was people on Twitter running down. What's his name? That's the announcer, Tom something. Is that his name?
Oh my god, isn't it? It's not Tom. It's oh shit, what's his name? Greg.
And like people online were like, why did he say that announcer say his name so weird? Like I don't understand what I'm like, who are you? Like what do you mean why? He literally showed up for that purpose. You say his name. Like who are you?
Well, yeah, like Greg always says his name like that, and then the guy before Greg said his name like that too. So I don't know why like it's a weird thing.
Guess you weren't around then. You weren't iconic.
Yes, you weren't there.
You don't realize how iconic it is. Sorry.
Did you not watch like his Hall of Fame?
Or
literally
anything.
like Tony came out, like Tony, the original announcer, came out and announced him that way.
I couldn't believe people saying that. I was like, yeah, okay. Weird.
Alrighty then. They're like, that was weird. No, that was actually like what I was expecting.
Right. For sure. All in all, though, I didn't really like it all as a whole. Oh, and we didn't talk about Rey and Shinsuke. Their match was very, very good.
I liked it.
And Rey's going on to the World Cup with all the Americans in it.
Yes.
But it was good, and like you're right, like
because World Cup. Yeah.
It's just called
Makes
US
sense.
Cup. US Cup.
They said that the reason they call it the World Cup is that it's a dig because Yemen is getting the actual World Cup, and Saudi Arabia does not like Yemen, so they're having their own World Cup.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but wow. I wouldn't put it past them at this point.
Yemen is going to have the World Cup?
That's what I've heard.
I
don't follow soccer. Yeah, that's what I don't follow soccer.
Who would want to go over there? No offense to anybody who would want to go over there? I wouldn't.
I don't follow soccer.
I like watching the World Cup, but I wouldn't go over there.
It's like 2022 is the next one?
Yeah, it just happened like this last
Qatar? Qatar?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
interesting. But overall, did not like it as a whole. There were good parts. The Evolution was the best part.
I enjoyed it. It was better than, I think, a usual episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
It wasn't like... I enjoyed it more than Raw 25.
Yeah, I guess I did too. But I guess I was just expecting a lot more. But you have only 2 hours here. And I guess it would have been better, obviously, if Rock had been there or, Cena had been there.
Well, The Rock, I think I know why The Rock didn't show up.
Why?
He's trying to distance himself from, you know, Crown Jewel.
Ew, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. Smart man.
Yeah, very smart move. He's a very smart man.
Ugh. Speaking of Crown Jewel, still going on, guys. Still happening.
And you know what, guys? You know what we're gonna do? We're just not gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch. I could care less. I could have cared less about it in the first place, and I really don't care about it
I
now.
know.
Like it's no.
Yes. But remember, if you're JBL or Randy Orton, we're bringing change, guys.
Oh, they paid Randy Orton to say that. JBL just said that on his own. They told Randy Orton this is what you need to say. So you can't tell me Randy Orton gives two shits about what goes on over there and if there's any change.
He doesn't want to go. Fuck, you think he wants to go?
You think he's some kind of civil
wants
rights
to stay home.
activist? He doesn't care.
He wants to stay home.
His hot wife.
Though, you know what though? You know what somebody did say? So on TMZ, they had Randy, because that's where they got the interview about him saying, I think we should go to make change. So somebody put, why don't you ask him about the time he deserted the military?
Oh, he did? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Interesting. I didn't know that about him.
Let's talk about that, Randy. Let's talk about that.
I did not know that about him. Makes sense.
He went AWOL from the military.
Makes sense. I can see it.
Yeah. So you know what, Randy? Let's talk. You want to talk? Let's talk.
Wow. Yeah, no, he got paid to say all that shit. He knew he better say the right thing or he's going to get it.
Yeah. And Sports Illustrated came out with a report saying that there's a bunch of people who don't even want to fucking go, but they're afraid to go talk to Vince about it because they're afraid Vince is going to either release them from their contracts, fire them, well, same thing for being released, but hold back their push, demote them. They're afraid of punishment.
Here's my thing, though. If they all banded together, and you can't tell me that it has to be only very few of them that are totally okay with going. If they all banded together, how could he do that? Like, if all of his, like, really main big talent were like, no, we're not going. What if, like, Roman Reigns was like, no, I'm not going? Like, if I knew Roman was going to say that, I'd be like, all right, I'll go with the office, Roman.
Here's the thing. If Roman said that, I'd respect him.
And
I would respect him more.
He may very well feel that way. We don't know who feels what way.
Yeah. And I feel like it needs to be said.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully after it's over, maybe some of it will come out on who spoke up against it.
I have a feeling Finn Balor's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so. Who else would probably be one to like really say something, have like a strong foot? Because there's several that have like real like involved in like social issues and stuff. Obviously, Sami Zayn, if Sami Zayn were there, but he can't go anyway. So.
Sami and Kevin aren't there, so there you go.
And Kevin would say something, I think,
for Sammy's sake.
Yeah, for Sami. I don't know. I just thought there's probably a lot of people that are like, no, we don't want to go. It's dangerous. Anybody with a family, probably. Anybody with kids. I imagine Daniel Bryan's not too happy about it.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to go, guys.
No. I honestly, I bet Cena doesn't want to go.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think he would want to go.
Yeah, I feel like he would probably just be like, not so much. We might get blown up.
Yeah, Cena has some common sense, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows better. I think Roman.
I mean,
I don't think Roman wants to go. I definitely think Seth and Dean. I bet Dean would be like, fuck this. I don't want to go.
I was going to say, I don't think Dean and Seth really want to go. Because Seth is very liberal.
And Dean just doesn't give a shit.
Dean's like, no. And his wife can't go.
But she's probably glad.
He's like, well,
I'll just stay here and call Evolution. Thank you.
I'm just going to stay here with the dog.
With Blue hiding in the closet.
Yeah, just in case nuclear
It
war
was so
starts.
cute on Instagram yesterday. Blue was just hiding out in the closet, hanging out. It was so cute.
Yep. Hey,
He
he
knows
knows.
it's coming.
He knows it's coming. Dean probably told
He's
him.
like, Dad, Mom, your company that you work for is gonna ruin the world. World War III.
Vince is gonna blow it. Vince is gonna blow the world up. So I'm gonna go hide in the closet.
Safest place I can go because I'm a dog.
Because I'm a dog.
Aw, sad. Yeah, so it's still going on here, but there's been all these rumors. Oh, they might not go. Oh, they might switch it. Nope, it's happening.
No, it's happening, guys.
Yeah. You would think that Kane wouldn't want to go based on him just getting elected and all that kind of
He
stuff.
probably doesn't. He's a mayor.
I know. I mean, you would think he would not want to go be associated with that. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's enough people that if they all went together, I don't see how he could do anything to anybody, really. Maybe the lower downs he might punish, but he's not going to punish Roman Reigns. He's not going to punish, not that Brock Lesnar would say no. Brock Lesnar would go anywhere and do anything, but he's not going to punish Brock Lesnar. I feel like that if they really wanted to do that, they should do it, but they won't.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid.
Well,
And that's ridiculous.
What I think is missing is there's two sides of the argument here. Well, three, actually. One is you have the people who morally object to this, which is where we are. Then you have the people who are what's best for business, which is Vince, JBL, Randy, I guess. And then you have there's people who don't care, which is insane to me.
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of people that have that best for business and mentality.
Business.
That are fans even. They're like, well, like, blah blah blah, and this. I'm like, sometimes I feel like people that aren't marks that really care about wrestling, and like, not that marks don't care about wrestling, they really are into it and like really see all the sides of it. Sometimes I think they're a little bit too like literal. Like, yeah, it's showing something, yeah, that this company can go over there and have a show, but at what cost? Like, I get that it's proving a point. I get that you're making a lot of money. I get that it's showing you're not afraid of, Saudi Arabia or whatever, but at what cost is that going to be?
Yeah, and also I see it as a safety concern.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you know something's not going to fucking happen?
These are, for the most part, a bunch of Americans who are rich Americans in their eyes. For the most part, they are. Rich, a lot of them white, rich white Americans coming over there in that country, to entertain or whatever. Like, who's to say that they wouldn't get some of them? Who's to say that somebody wouldn't get a hold of some of them and be like, oh, we can make a lot of money?
Fucking John Cena.
Yeah, we can make money, or we can make a scene, or we can show what we mean business, how serious we are, how dangerous we are if we were to, grab up Cena or, whoever and kill them or threaten to kill them or hold them hostage or whatever. Like, it's a perfect opportunity. Like, this is a symbol of America, what they think of about America. Like a commercialized rich white man, coming over thinking can, come into your country and, push his, Western stuff, culture onto you. Like, it's prime thing for them to be like, okay, no, like, we don't like this, we don't approve of it, we're gonna show it, we're gonna do something about it. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah. And I mean, the sad thing is at this point we know Vince isn't gonna pull it.
No.
So there's only two ways. Oh, go ahead.
Is Vince planning on going?
I'm sure he is. I mean, he went last time and had dinner with the Prince guy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he went last time. So I'm sure he'll be there. Yeah, take him. Take him, please. Please take him. We don't want him
anymore. If Shane goes, please don't take Shane.
Hey, do you think Shane's going?
If he did, I'm just saying, don't take Shane.
What? Shane's like, I'm good.
Because he'd
I
be
think
like
I
the
must
second
stay
richest one.
Shane's all sitting there. He's like, "Ooh, my hernia hurts. I think I'm gonna stay home."
Anyway,
Yeah, and also like the only way this, I mean, at this point, like that there is so much bad shit that has come out about this. It's not going to be canceled, and sadly, I don't even think their sponsors are going to like. If their sponsors say no, the WWE won't even care. I don't even think.
not at this point, because Vince has that mentality anyway of like, when he's right, he's right. So he's not going to be intimidated. But the fact that the members of the Senate are telling you not to go, like,
But the president's like, "It's okay, nothing happened."
who's like one of your
everything's
friends.
good.
Yeah,
Fucking
the president
Cheeto.
is one of your friends. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
So we were talking last week about who we would save off of the roster if we could only save 10 people. If this really went down, and they kidnapped some of these people, the shit hit the fan, and there was a helicopter, and you can only fit 10 superstars on the helicopter.
We wouldn't be allowed to go over there.
Right. Who would we want to be on that helicopter to get out? So, did you make a list?
I did.
Okay, you go first.
Okay, my first pick. Are we doing all 10? Or are we going back and forth?
No, do all 10.
Okay.
Because I got
my first pick is Bray Wyatt, if he's there.
Of course. Well, I'm sure he will be.
Save Bray.
You too. I'm sure he will be there.
We have to save him. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't we save Bray? My second choice. Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I kind of need him.
Not only that, but if you watch Mixed Match Challenge, he's adorable. That's the Braun I love. We know he's in there. And plus, Drew and Dolph turned on him, so maybe that Braun will come back.
Did they? I didn't watch Raw. They did turn on him?
I read the results. But yes, they did.
All right.
I can only hope. Number 3, Daniel Bryan.
Yes,
he's a father,
he has to
damn it.
come home.
He has to come home. He's a
come
father.
home.
Yes. Number 4, Dean Ambrose.
Well, duh. He should be on everybody's list.
We gotta save Dean. Come on, guys.
Although I will say, if he was kidnapped, he would be most likely to get away.
He would. He's a wiggly motherfucker. He'd get away. He's like my dog. He'd get away. Literally, I gave puppy Dean Ambrose a bath, and he got out 3 times today, so I'm sure he'd get away.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Jeffrey Nero Hardy.
Oh,
Brother Nero.
Yeah.
We gotta save Brother Nero.
Mm-hmm.
We do. Mm-hmm. Number 6, Seth Rollins.
That's a given.
That's a given.
He's the future of the company, not Roman. It's Seth.
It's Seth. We gotta save Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, and nobody think about this, but we gotta save him. Murphy. We gotta save Murphy. We gotta save a cruiserweight.
Oh yeah,
We gotta save Murphy. Plus, he's good looking.
True.
We gotta save Murphy. Number 8, if he's allowed to go, Finn Balor.
Yeah, you have to save him.
Well, if he's allowed to go. But if he's allowed to go, yes, Finn Balor.
Finn is a champion of all things that they hate, so.
Yes, we have to save him. Number 9, also a father, The Miz.
Yes.
We have to save
You're calling out a lot of people that are on my list.
Well, then you could save the other ones, because there's a lot of people I feel really bad about not saving. And I bet you can tell some of them. There's some of them. I bet you can, yeah. And the last person I'd save, sad face, woo woo woo, Rey Mysterio. We can't leave him there.
When you said woo woo woo, it scared me.
No, leave him there. Leave him there. He's gone. Bye. got to save Ray. He was not all in.
He's a big champion of the movement.
He is. So you know what, Ray? Get in the helicopter. Get to the chopper. We're leaving.
Oh man. Man. All right. So we're gonna look at my list now, and I guess I will add a couple extras because we had some of the same. One that you didn't mention was Drew McIntyre.
I know. I was hoping
he
you
would be on my helicopter. Even though I'm really annoyed with him right now, I would have to save Mojo. Regardless of.
Yeah, you gotta save Mojo.
I'm pretty mad at him right now, but I would have to save Mojo.
Well, I'm mad at Bray as well, but you know.
True.
Yeah.
AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
AJ's got to come back in one piece. Cesaro. I need him in my life.
Yes.
That was the ones I had on list. Everything else was the same as yours. And then I will throw in as extra Sheamus.
Yes.
And who else will I throw into that? I'll throw one more. I'll throw one more in my helicopter. Who's somebody that generally makes me happy. And I smile when they're on TV.
I know somebody.
Oh!
I know somebody. I'm looking at his
Baron.
name.
Baron makes me happy.
Other than Baron, I know somebody who's going to be in Saudi Arabia.
That makes me happy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Pete, but he's not going, is he?
No, not Pete.
Okay.
Shawn Michaels.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. No.
And Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter
Throw
and
DX
Shawn.
on that helicopter. But if we can only save one, put Shawn in the helicopter and he can have one of those little bungee cords and he can like let Triple H like hang from the. Yeah. We can hang a couple of them on that rope. So we can have more than 10.
Just
Put the lighter ones out there. You can hang Jeff out there and Ray and Daniel Bryan. They can kind of, swing by the rope.
Murphy's 205.
Yeah, they can kind of hang by that. Finn would be good at that. Finn would wrap his thighs around that thing and never let go. He'd be good. I'm just saying.
You're terrible.
I'm just saying.
You're terrible.
But yeah, Baron. I forgot Baron. Baron has to go.
Baron has to be saved.
Baron has to be saved.
Save Baron, save the world.
That's true. Save Baron, save Raw. I mean, he's the manager. Yeah. And just for fun, who are a couple people I would leave behind? Zack Ryder.
Yes.
God, he has kids, but if we're speaking, merely on character alone, although Zack Ryder's real life too, I don't like the man. Character alone, Roman Reigns. Brock can stay.
Brock, you're going in the hole.
Yeah.
Randy Orton. Hey, if you want to change it so much, you could stay there, Randy.
Oh gosh, I want Heyman on my helicopter. Heyman can't go.
Oh no.
Heyman can't go, but he can't hang outside. He's got to sit inside the helicopter.
He'd have his own helicopter if we're going to be honest. I mean, it's Heyman.
Probably. Yeah.
He has
I'm gonna
contingency
say Heyman. Heyman has to be saved. Who else would I leave? Dolph Ziggler.
Oh yeah. Bye.
He can fend for himself. That's really Jinder Mahal. Bye.
Cena.
Yeah, Cena, yeah.
Right, and
we have to save Taker.
I'd be looking out the window, I'd be like,
we have to save him.
I feel like he could save himself. He is the Lord of the Underworld.
That's true. Okay, if we're doing character alone, yeah, he could save himself.
He's the Lord of the Underworld. I mean, technically, Bray could save himself at that point too.
That's true.
I mean, if we're gonna be where his current character is, he's locked in a mental hospital, so he may not even be there.
So if we put together who we think would be most likely to get away, I would put Dean Ambrose on that list. I would put Seth on the list.
Dean and Seth, you know what they would do? They would like hold on to each other's hands and like run.
Mojo, I would put it on
Did
there.
you see that gif where like did you see that gif where like the Shield were standing there and like Braun and Drew and Dolph and like a few of the other heels were like cornering them, and all of a sudden like Seth just grabs Dean's hand and they just book it and leave Roman.
So cute.
That would be what would happen.
That's so cute. I would leave Mojo with them because he's a smart guy. He's also Palestinian.
He would just be like, I could give you stock advice.
He's also Palestinian, so I feel like that might work in their favor a little bit. Who else? I had another one in my head. Oh, and maybe leave Heyman. Heyman's a good talker. I mean, he's Jewish, so they probably won't like him, but we don't have to tell that he's Jewish. We can just let him talk.
Maybe that's why he got away with it last time, is maybe he just didn't tell him he was Jewish.
Maybe. But I think he could definitely help talk his way out, for sure. I'm thinking of who I would like to have with me. I would like to have all four of them, and then I would want like a big guy. So like Strowman or Drew. Somebody that's like a bit. It could be like the muscle. Like I got all my brains. I need a muscle. I would be able to keep two.
Yeah, I got
Maybe
Braun.
I would keep. Yeah, you keep Braun. I'll keep Drew in my group, and we'll be protected. Hopefully.
Like I don't know what's happening.
I mean, dang, WWE likes making movies. They should make a movie about that. It's how the superstars get out of being kidnapped and held by terrorists. I'd watch it. I'd find it entertaining. Just saying.
Oh, we got an announcement for SmackDown next week. Rey Mysterio versus The Miz.
That'll be interesting.
I like it.
Okay, so
I could get behind that.
It might be good.
Could be.
So on to
Could
news. You have a Charlotte story for us, which I did not know.
Oh God, Charlotte. So Charlotte is being sued by her ex-husband. Oh, and Rick too. And the WWE. Because apparently Charlotte lied in their book. Which Charlotte lied, and he never abused her ever. And that was a total lie. And he is going after $5 million.
But here's my thing, like, I think he did it, but like, here's my thing, like, did she not think when she wrote that book and said something like that he wouldn't do this? Like,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm all about telling your story or whatever, but did she not think that he might, it is defamation of character. I'm all for Charlotte winning, and I'm all for Charlotte not being hurt by this, but I'm just saying, like, I would have thought about that.
I mean, yeah. And you kind of wonder, like, you would think WWE would, like, fact check it.
True. So,
I mean, you would think.
So was there actual, like, police reports and things? I don't know.
So they had the cops come out to their house and stuff, so there are police incidences, but he's saying that it was not just one-sided. Sometimes it was both, that she abused him as well, and that she's racist. She said racist things about people that they lived with in the area in North Carolina and about the police department.
Does he have, like, a proof of these things?
So far no proof has come out, so but apparently he says he does have proof.
Well, we need to see the receipts.
Yes. Pull the receipts. I want to see the receipts. Now, if it is what it is, then well,
we know a lot of celebrities, particularly because we are big YouTube fans and stuff, and YouTubers are celebrities now, are lately in particular really been getting called out because people have been digging through their tweets and finding racist things that they've said. So I feel like it's kind of a witch hunt right now anyway to find people that have said things racist or even like homophobic and things like that. I feel like it's like a big thing right now. So maybe that's why he threw it out there, or maybe it's true. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if he has evidence that it's true, it's like, oh
Yeah.
shit. Because they're building Charlotte to be like their face of the
Mhm.
brand. Her and Rhonda are like the everything.
Can I just say, this is totally segueing back to SmackDown, but what has happened to Asuka? Like, why is nobody
Poor
afraid of
Asuka.
Asuka anymore? Why is she dancing in the ring with Naomi? No offense to Naomi. Why is she dancing in the ring with Naomi? Why is she losing the Iconics? No offense to the Iconics. Like, what have they done? This is another example of Vince not knowing anything about NXT and just making it's a mess. She's being buried and given this ridiculous stuff compared to what she should be doing. Like, I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, it's just awful. Like, she was like this feared person.
Well, and honestly, what the rumor is Vince and the writers don't know what to do with her because she doesn't speak English.
But she could cut
Very
promos
well.
in Spanish, and you could even have hire somebody to be like a translator.
Spanish?
Japanese.
Japanese. Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know why I said Spanish. I don't know what I was thinking about.
I don't know either, but I'm like,
Japanese. What? I know where she's from. Japan. She could cut promos in Japanese, and you could hire someone to be her interpreter that could also be like a character on their own.
Why can't Paul Heyman be her?
Heyman all of a sudden learn Japanese?
Can't Heyman just... yeah, come on, Heyman.
Like, you could have somebody. Have somebody that's, just their own character.
Finn Balor.
Anybody. Yeah, that's true. Anybody that could.
You know what? Stick her with Gallows and Anderson.
You could do that too. Like, she can cut a promo in another language. Just have somebody that's charismatic that can stand up there and interpret. So it's it makes it powerful, impactful. Just do that. Like, just because she can't speak English.
Well, and she did just fine in NXT, so I don't know. But Vince does that to everybody. Like Andrade. Like Andrade knows even less English.
Well, Zelina helps him.
Why do you think they're not on TV? Yeah, but
I don't know.
I mean, let's be real.
I don't know, but I really was thinking about it the other day, and it really annoys me. It's like she was this feared person, even when she was on Raw until Mania. Like, she was still feared and undefeated, and even just her presence. She doesn't even really have to say that much. It's like her whole presence when she comes out, and it's like all that's gone, and she's breakdancing in the ring with Naomi. It's like,
I got one word for you of why.
Why?
Charlotte.
No. That may be true, but I just feel like that she didn't have to lose her whole gimmick, her whole who she is. It's not even gimmick. Her whole who she is, brand, whatever you want to call it, because she lost to Charlotte. Like, she didn't have to lose that. I mean, she can still lose matches and not be a joke.
See, in my mind, I think they should have kept her winning streak going until Becky.
That would have been nice. But I feel like it made such a big Mania moment. They wanted a big Mania moment. And let's be honest, the Rousey Jax Nia thing was not good. So
that wasn't at Mania.
I thought it was at Mania. Was it Nia Alexa at Mania?
No, it was Alexa.
It was bad, whichever one it was. Was not good.
Or they could have pulled the trigger and put Becky in that match instead of Charlotte.
Could have. But why would they do that?
Yeah.
Charlotte's the golden one.
Because we can't have nice things.
Becky can't have them either until recently, so.
God, I want Becky in there with Austin now. Like, that right there just the thought of it now. I don't know why I put that idea in my own head because now it like needs to happen.
I'm gonna say it may, but it probably won't.
It probably won't happen. But if it did happen, it did. Yeah. And then you have another thing that needs to happen is we need to get Ruby Riott in there against Ronda and have Ruby kick her ass.
I would enjoy that.
Because we know she can.
Mm-hmm. The Riott Squad to me is still so pointless. They're all so different. I don't get it.
Like I get it, but like they're just not giving it a reason. There's no reason
why they came together at all.
Yeah. Like if there was a reason, we'd be like, yeah, that's awesome.
It's their personalities are just, their whole like characters are just different. Well, I can kind of get Liv and Ruby hanging out, but Sarah is like so different from them. And I'm just like,
well, Sarah has said maybe 4 words the whole time she's been on the roster.
But you have Sarah here, this like Viking girl, and like she's marrying is it Killian Dane?
Raymond Rowe.
That she's marrying, like she's all into like this like Viking and Celtic and all this stuff, and I'm just like, this is, and even past that, they're trying to build her as this country girl. Like they're trying to really make her sound like some kind of like equivalent of a lumberjack from Virginia or wherever it is she's from. Like, yeah, hick and like this like big strong girl, blah blah blah. And I hate that. Like any girl that's not like a size 0, it's like, oh, you know, she's big. So let's say like
she's a lumberjack.
Pretty much.
Look at her.
Pretty much. And it's just like, I just don't see how she fits into that at all. And I feel like she's never going to get anywhere if she stays there. I feel like Liv and Ruby eventually could get somewhere if they were a tag team or whatever. But Sarah just doesn't fit in there.
Yeah.
At all.
Like, if they had, I don't know, say more time with Ronda not on the TV.
Not so. But you can't ask for too much. Come on.
No, not at all. We can't have that. But I love their friendship, though. Their friendship is amazing.
Yeah, they got matching tattoos of the date that they debuted.
Yes, together.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, did you hear the controversy that supposedly happened behind that?
Nope.
So, they were getting the tattoos done, and they're like, it was Liv and it was Liv and Ruby were sitting there, and Sarah was taping, and she's like, "Yeah, you guys are like the superpowers, you know, like Macho Man and Hogan." And Liv's just laughing. She's like, "Yeah, kind of." And Ruby's like, "Yeah, but I'm not Hogan." And then all of a sudden, the camera just turns right off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like them.
I do like them.
They're good people. They're good people.
I do like them.
That's when you know you're just like, yeah, they're good people. Then there's just other people where you're like, yeah, that's some bad juju there. All right.
Have you been watching?
So I think to finish this off, I think there's one announcement.
What?
Chelsea Green signed with NXT.
She did. And
she did. And
apparently she's going to keep her hot mess image from a gimmick from what she put on Instagram.
Which is good, but I'm still sad.
Well, she used to be with her man.
Bullshit.
Just saying it. Just saying.
Bullshit.
She did. I was kind of surprised.
I don't like it. I wasn't, but still bullshit. I don't understand how people sign with the WWE. Like, I wouldn't.
I don't understand what people do when they see things that happen to other people. When she sees what's happening to her own boyfriend, for God's sakes. Like, why would you?
Okay. I shouldn't say that because I do see why. Because people are like, oh my God, I'm going to go to the WWE and I'm going to make it big.
How often does that happen anymore? Not very often.
Not very often. Not very often.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Have you been
But you know what, guys?
Hmm.
Next week we have Evolution predictions.
We do. Maybe there won't be more slut shaming between now and then, but I'm sure there will be.
Sorry.
Maybe it'll be reversed, and maybe Nikki. Did you read Nikki's post on Instagram about it? I loved it.
Yes, and it was like, yes, thank you.
It's really good. I'm gonna try to pull it up real quick and read it because it was really good. I think it's important because I really think that she was sincerely offended. So she posted a picture.
I was offended.
That someone took sitting behind a little girl that had on a fearless hat, right at the ringside. And it says, a certain someone may say I knocked down a certain door, but that door was an open door that led me to true love, a love and a bond that will always be in my heart. The words I'll choose to remember today are Bellalution and Bella Army. Our Bella Army has taught us the power of unity, perseverance, and believing in ourselves, and that's what I have done. I have persevered and have believed in my purpose, which has helped us create a Bellalution. Whether there is a lack of respect from Ronda Rousey or a certain perception WWE and other talent have made of my sister and I, one thing we have never done is given up. Never have let the darkness take our light that we love to share and shine. We have never stopped smiling, and when we have never let their hurtful words, which are all the same, stop us from living our best lives of happiness, fulfilling our dreams, doing what we love to do, and growing a beautiful, strong Bella Army. Rhonda, you're welcome for giving you a big, beautiful, open door to walk through last night in Philly. Just know that it will be hitting you in the ass at Evolution.
Yes. Yes.
She said it very well. Very, very well. And Nia Jax.
And I hope
Nia
Nikki...
Jax gave like raise the roof emoji and a bunch of hearts. So I think all the women are like together on this.
I hope Nikki beats the shit out of her.
I hope she does too. I have to say I'm a little bit concerned just because I'm afraid Ronda may have Brock tendencies to actually really hurt somebody. But hopefully not.
Kick her ass.
Definitely.
Oh, one more thing for social media that I just found just now. Ronda Rousey put, because tonight the fake 4 horsewomen, you know, the Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina whatever, Safar, the one who's fucking Roderick Strong, are in NXT, and they put a post, and Ronda's like, the writers are assembling. If you don't know the third rider upon the Black Horse of Famine, get yourself acquainted ASAP. And Sasha put poop emojis. Sasha, I don't usually like you, but I love you right now.
Sasha's husband posted a picture of them like at the beach in the ocean. He was talking about how she was brave or strong or something like that. I don't remember what he said, but apparently she did go through some shit. But I did look for the tattoo on Monday. I didn't see it. Was it on her arm?
Really?
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Did she just get a fake tattoo?
Maybe. I mean, I looked. I guess I could have overlooked it, but
Sasha, are you trolling us with a fake tattoo?
I think so, because I didn't see it. But apparently she did have some sort of emotional things going on, according to her husband posting that. So I'm not a big Sasha fan either, but I feel her on that. So
I mean, you start to feel really bad about like what's going on, and then wonder like what the hell happened back there.
Right.
Like, what's going on?
Some of this bullshit, probably. And then like Bailey tweeted a picture, and she was like, "Nobody's happier to see her back than me," or something along those lines, like her hugging her and stuff. So there's definitely something that happened. It's not just, needed a break for a couple of days.
I need a break for a couple of days.
But one more thing we didn't tell our fake news. So fake news came out yesterday, I think it was, that JR and Jericho were going to start their own wrestling company.
And I was so excited for a minute.
I was too. And then Jericho put out a tweet and said, if you believe that, I'm opening a movie studio with Lady Gaga, something else, and an ice cream a bakery
and an ice cream shop.
A bakery and ice cream shop. So, unfortunately.
I was like, wait, can the bakery and the ice cream shop be real, though?
I would enjoy that.
I'd go.
We were talking about what kind of ice cream Jericho would have at his shop. I think he would have like Sundays dedicated to wrestlers with different wrestlers' names on them.
Yeah, the Lance Storm one would just be vanilla with no toppings and nothing else because it's bland. If you guys know wrestling, you know that I'm right.
I think the Young Bucks one would have lots of sprinkles on it.
Lots of sprinkles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The Kenny Omega one, I feel like it'd have nuts. Lots of nuts.
And maybe some like gold flakes on it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what a Bushi's would be. What represents a Bushi?
I know this is a really bad joke, but knowing Jericho, he'd do it. It'd be a banana split. Him and the Golden Lover Sunday would be a banana split.
That would be that. Yeah, I could see that.
It'd be funny, but not funny, but kind of funny.
I think it'd be funny. I feel like
I'd get a giggle.
I feel like a Bushi's would be like something that's really sweet, but not like not bland, but something that's like, oh, that's sweet. Like maybe just like your basic like hot fudge sundae or something. Like really.
No, he'd have one of those like caramel sundaes, like caramel turtle sundaes or something like that, where it has like the caramel and the chocolate mixed and like
it just makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just makes you happy.
Marty's, it would be like something weird.
Like really dark, like dark chocolate ice cream with like really dark fudge and like I don't know what you put on top.
I wouldn't eat it, but I like the idea.
Yeah.
Hangman's, I feel like it'd be pralines and cream.
Mm-hmm.
With some caramel on top. Served in a bowl with a bolo tie around it.
There you go. I'd order it.
I'd order it. That sounds delicious.
It does sound delicious.
Yeah.
I feel like if Tamatanga had one, it would be something like with like chocolate that has like the pepper in it. Or it's kind of hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That would be Tamatanga.
Like ghost pepper.
Yeah. Like I should do a grill and dusty one.
You'd have like Rocky Road ice cream with like ghost pepper fudge toppings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
be
that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it could be a Gorillas of Destiny one. We could put them in that together.
It'd be spicy. Cody's. I feel like Cody.
Oh, Cody would have.
Cody would have.
Yeah, what would he have?
Something grand.
Like one that has like the kitchen sink ones, but they have like everything.
Yeah. The mountain of ice cream.
Yeah. Or something that has.
It would be called the Rhodes. Oh my god! It'd be the mountain of ice cream. It'd be called the Rhodes Dynasty. Ah!
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it'd have like 16 scoops of ice cream or something like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
And Brandy could have one, but it would have some kind of like alcohol base in it.
Bourbon ice cream.
There you go.
Yeah. She'd be like, "Yep, I'm gonna eat it all."
See if we have it all planned out.
Guys, we need to open this ice cream shop. Have you seen the ice cream tacos? You make ice cream tacos.
I know what a Choco Taco is.
It's like a Choco Taco, but it's not just chocolate ones. They have like Fruity Pebbles ones. They have like vanilla. But like the ice cream in the center, you can pick like whatever you want. So you can make it mix. You could do like cherry with like Fruity Pebbles. You could do like, they have so many different ones.
Huh.
But it's like a Choco Taco. Yeah.
It's like a chain of stores that does it, or
it's not like a chain, but there's like certain places. I gotta look it up.
Huh. Interesting.
I wonder if there's one over in Phoenix, because if that's the case, we're going.
That would be kind of cool.
We're gonna go. And we're gonna eat all of it. We're eating it all.
You know what Coda would be?
What?
He would be like a strawberry shortcake sundae.
He would.
That would be Coda. Yeah.
It would.
And then we could have little doggy ice creams named after Pharaoh.
Yes. the peanut butter Faro ice cream.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this
it, too.
idea. I like it.
Well, Jay White just joined, so Jay White would have to have one.
I feel like his would be, I don't know. Oh, it's rolled ice cream. Rolled ice cream is the rolled ice cream. You can get it in the taco shell, you can get it with cookies, or you can get it in a bowl. I feel like Jericho would have it like a place like rolled ice cream, because you could put like whatever flavors you want in it. Yeah. Like they got a mojito one. Yeah. Gotta see.
That might be Brandy's.
The mojito. She might be the mojito one.
She lives in Atlanta, so she might have a mint julep one.
Yeah.
Apparently she wants out of Atlanta, though. She was going in on Twitter tonight. She was pissed.
Somebody made her angry.
Wags of Atlanta, man, or whatever. Like, she ain't having it. She said that Atlanta is the second fake LA or something like that. I don't know. Like, I don't live enough. I don't go to Atlanta enough to those fancy parts of town to know what she's talking about, but she's probably right, because there's a lot of snobby people around here, so.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, guys. Jay White probably would have some crazy ice cream.
It would have a spoon that was like shaped like a blade.
Yes. Sling blade spoon.
I feel like it would have something red in it. Like maybe like
red velvet.
Strawberry syrup. Ooh.
Red velvet.
There you go. With like some fudge on top or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I want ice cream.
I like it.
Why'd you have to say this? I blame Jennifer for all of this.
I'm telling you, what we name this ice cream shop? It's all Bullet Club, so.
Well, I feel like if we had more time to think about this.
Choose Sweet Ice Cream Shop.
Exactly.
Perfect.
It writes itself at this point.
It does. It does.
It does. Right.
So Jericho, if you're hearing this, call us. Call us.
Yeah. We want to cut.
Yeah, we have no money to invest in it, but we'll run it for you.
Zero.
We'll run it for you.
And we got all the ideas.
We do. Just pay my dog surgery bill, and I'm right there with you.
And tickets. We want tickets.
Yeah. But we're not sleeping with you like that woman did with Lars Sullivan.
Ew.
Ugh. And what you know what I was thinking about? She slept with him and get tickets to that WrestleMania. That WrestleMania was not that good.
It was not that good.
Like, honey, you fucked up.
I would have done it for Royal Rumble, like the last Royal Rumble. Not Lars, but like somebody else. Not WrestleMania, no. I would have just paid the money.
Yeah, she fucked up.
Why? Why though? Why?
I don't know. Of all people you would pick him, and I guess he has to pace people sleep with him. I don't know.
Sorry.
Ugh.
I just threw up in my mouth.
So gross.
It is nasty. Like, why would you do that?
I don't know. She must have been hard up for tickets.
Pay the goddamn money, Jesus.
Or don't go.
Just watch it on TV.
Pay your $9.99.
Pay your $9.99. Shit. That's just gross. That's just no. No. Sorry, I can't. Nope.
Especially not him. No.
Oh God, no. I don't even know. Like, it'd take a lot. More than
it would take a lot,
tickets.
but not with him.
If it had to be him, it would take a lot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
Oh my gosh, like Lifetime WrestleMania front
Front row.
seats or something.
Backstage.
Yeah, press pass,
Money.
all that stuff.
Money. Makes me sound like a
Mhm.
prostitute, but money.
Yeah.
Like,
When you pay for my hotel, my lodging every year at
all,
WrestleMania.
all expenses paid.
Yeah, flight, everything.
Yeah, because I am not.
And I never have to talk to you again.
Never have to look at you.
One and done.
Yeah, no. Sorry, buddy. That's gross. Like like why? How? I still don't get it.
First of all, what is Lars Sullivan? How does Lars Sullivan get his hands on front row WrestleMania seats? I mean,
He stole them from Brock.
There's only so many front. Yeah, for real. Yeah, like, oh my god. Like, seriously, we know who stole them from Brock.
I know him. It's a joke.
Oh my god, we told that story, I think, already.
Yeah, we did. WrestleMania episode.
Yeah. Yeah. We know who sits in Brock's WrestleMania seats every year. And he walked right into him.
And he's not a nice person.
He was nice.
Nope.
His friend wasn't. He was.
Ew.
I'm just saying. He wasn't that bad.
Ew.
He was a drunk guy at WrestleMania weekend on Bourbon Street. Give him a little bit.
Now I'm afraid of like next year. Jeez.
Why? We're not gonna be walking down some street like that in New York.
No, I was gonna say I'm afraid next year I'm gonna turn around and we'll see both of them there.
Oh,
yeah.
True. Well, if it's like if we get anywhere near that pub crawl, we might. He said he does that every year.
No. Yeah. If we hear any words of a pub crawl and it's not with the gays, we're leaving.
Exactly.
We're like, oh, gotta go. Oh, I think I hear my mom calling. Your mom's not here. Yes, she is. I gotta go.
On the phone.
My mom's calling me on the phone. Jen, come with me. I gotta go. Bye.
Oh God. I just want to know if he got married, if he stayed married. These are things I want to know.
These are things we need to know. We must know.
His friend that was a jerk was like, we're trying to convince him not to. We're trying to get him not to. He's making a huge mistake. And then when we asked him, he was like, I don't really know if I want to do it. So I want to know if he did it.
Gross.
Just saying, I want to know. He was not ready to get married. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Definitely not ready to get married.
But no, guys. Like, let me tell you, some people should never get married.
He was not ready. I don't remember how old he was, but he was not ready. Anyway, don't sleep with anybody. Get your WrestleMania ticket.
Yeah. That's the moral of the story.
Including this dude, which, by the way, he didn't offer us to sleep with him to get tickets.
Sure, he would have tried.
He might have. I mean, he might have kicked one of his buddies out. None of his friends knew anything about wrestling anyways, so he might have.
Gross.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Now that we're done gossiping. If we do run into him, oh man, if we do run into him, that'll be some funny shit. That'll be funny.
It'll be like, bye.
Do I know you? I don't know you. I was really drunk. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
But I talked to you after you got sober. Oh well, I was drunk the whole weekend. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What?
I blacked out.
You said you were meeting Rebby. Yeah, and I did.
How did you know?
Twice.
How did you know? I black out. I have periods where I black out. I don't remember things.
She's got amnesia.
Yeah, like if it's not important, I generally sometimes don't remember it.
You'd say that, and I'd be like, I just hate you.
And you're just, yeah, not that.
Oh my God, guys! Oh my God! Breaking news: James Mansfield, the drag queen extraordinaire, made my top 10 women of the WWE video.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it after this.
She made a men's one too, which I didn't completely agree with.
We didn't agree with, but the women's one maybe we'll agree with.
Maybe.
Oh, last announcement before we really go. Royal Rumble weekend, we got plans. We got big plans.
We do?
Yeah, we got plans. Because our YouTube channel will be popping.
And that's that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Jen, you know what we're gonna do.
We're gonna do a WrestleMania. Who says it right? Mukbang or mukbang? Which one is it?
I don't know.
Anyway, I think what we should do is we should get In-N-Out burger. We should get Pei Wei. We should get Sprinkles cupcakes. We should basically get everything I can't get at home.
Just eat it.
Lay it all out in front of the camera, eat it, and talk about wrestling and life. I think we should do it.
We should. And also we are vlogging the entire weekend.
Yes, I'm gonna be very diligent this time. Very, very diligent.
Yes. And also, we are going to have special guest.
Mm-hmm. Maybe more than one. Who knows?
So far, it's a couple.
Yeah.
The ones that I know of.
Well, I don't know any others. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We'll see who we can come up with. But so far, it's a couple. And they're very special. It'll be a good time.
Mm-hmm. We'll see who all we can find.
Yeah. Because we're staying downtown, guys. So we may run into people. Who knows what we'll find.
I mean, we drank with Mojo last time. Who knows what's going to happen this time?
Yeah. I mean, by then, maybe Jen won't be mad at him and we'll drink with him again.
I don't know. I'm pretty mad at him.
I know you are, but there's some time between now and January.
Well, maybe we can find somebody else that we meet at Access that's really cool, and then we see them somewhere and they buy us a drink. Just everybody go up to, just act really excited to meet them. It worked. It worked.
But there was previous conversation before that.
There was, but still.
There was.
We'll be looking cute, so that'll help.
Yes. Jen has found Fashion Nova.
I have. And I'm telling you, those leather leggings that I got are really nice. Like,
I'm excited.
Like booty rocking everywhere, like right in your face. Just saying.
So, guys, we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah. If those leggings get me a free drink, I don't mind. As long as they don't touch it. No smacking and no touching. If you brush up against me, I won't know whether you did it on purpose or on accident. But otherwise, no touching. I've had that happen before. We went to, a long time ago, me and my friend went to a biker bar to one of our friends' birthday party. And we should have known better than to go to a biker bar because I'm not the type of girl, neither is she, to go to a biker bar. And I went in there, I had on blue jeans. They were pretty tight. They weren't extremely tight, and got my ass grabbed more than once by the same biker. It was biker bars or something else. So no offense to you if you're a biker, but there's something else if you're not a biker. It's just like a whole nother world.
You got to know how to hang.
You got to know how to hang, and I was just like, why is this man grabbing my ass? And
she's out of her element.
And after that, me and her finally left, and he followed us out in the parking lot and wanted to know, couldn't we come back inside and he would buy me a drink? And I was like, no, thank you. He'd already offered inside, and I was like, no, thank you.
No.
Do I look like a biker chick to you? No, I don't want one. Thank you. I'm telling you that there's some crazy shit that goes on in those places. That's a story time right there. That night at the biker bar, that's a story. It is.
All right, guys. So definitely look forward to our Royal Rumble weekend.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all the food. See, I'm gonna diet between now and then, and then I'm gonna just like at Mania. I dieted all the way to Mania, and then it was like boom.
Splurge.
Splurge. So it's gonna happen again.
We're gonna eat cupcakes. We're gonna eat cookies, cake,
Burger.
who knows what else. Burgers, Chinese food.
Some Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get tacos.
Delicious.
Anyway, enough about our food. We like food.
Me too.
We do. All right. So until next week, guys, we are going to go. But as always, bye.
Bye.